Today is February 10th, 2025. Welcome everyone to today's presentation on Lab 4, Second Hack, Part 1. Brief overview of the presentation objectives and agenda. I am Pierre Richard-Lafont, a student in cybersecurity at GCU of Arizona, class CYB 610. So, this project presents an extensive analysis of network vulnerability scanning using three primary tools: NICTO, OWASP, ZAP, and Nessus. By performing network enumeration, the vulnerability are identified and analyzed through the practical application of the mentioned tools. The project explores common web vulnerabilities such as CSRF and XSS and assesses the impact. Additionally, this report presents a thorough vulnerability analysis, maps attack vectors, and discusses methodologies for tracing vulnerabilities to the root causes. The project concludes with a discussion on the standard associated with vulnerability disclosure and provides recommendations. So, my introduction is based on network security and critical for ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data in modern computing environment. Vulnerability scanning tools such as NICTO, OWASP, ZAP, and Nessus are essential for identifying security weaknesses that attackers could exploit. This project seeks to explore the utilization of this tool for network vulnerability assessment and the identification of potential threats that could compromise the network security. Objective and target network. The objective of this project was to perform network enumeration and vulnerability analysis using the tool mentioned. The target network for this assessment consists of various online access, including web application and associated server. This enumeration process was performed to identify open ports, services, and other relevant components for future analysis. Network enumeration. The enumeration was conducted using a combination of networking, scanning tools, and material inspection. Screenshots of the enumeration process are provided in the appendices. Automate scanning definition. Automate scanning refers to program process that monitor network traffic or system activities to identify and alert on suspicious pattern, potential vulnerability, or sign of malicious activity. Its use in cybersecurity, network monitoring, compliance, audit, and vulnerability assessment. What are the benefits of using automated scanning for cybersecurity? There are many benefits to use automated scanning for cybersecurity, including improved security posture, reduce risk of data breaches, and streamline compliance reporting. By automating the scanning process, organization can more easily identify and remediate vulnerabilities before cyber criminal can exploit them. So what is automated scanning in the context of cybersecurity? Automated scanning in the process of using software tools to automatically search for and identify potential security vulnerabilities in computer system, network, and application. This type of scanning is often used in conjunction with antivirus software to detect and prevent malware infection and other cyber threats. Hypothesis. The hypothesis for this project is the implementation of vulnerability scanning tools, NICTO, OWASP, ZAP, and Nessus can significantly improve the identification and remediation of security vulnerability in a network environment. Vulnerability analysis. The vulnerability analysis was conducted by first categorizing the identified vulnerabilities based on the severity, critical, high, medium, and low. So, and tracing vulnerability to its root cause. To trace vulnerability to the root cause, a detailed analysis was performed which include log analysis, configuration review, code review. Choice of attack vectors. The choice of attack vector was based on the identified vulnerability, for example, cross-site scripting, XSS, or cross-site request forgery, CSRF. And each of those attack vectors was analyzed for potential impact, and defense were recommended accordingly. Analysis of vulnerability disclosure standard. Vulnerability disclosure involves notifying relevant parties, software vendors, affected organizations about discovered security flaw. This project recommends a responsible disclosure process, coordinate disclosure, public disclosure, and standard like CVE, common vulnerability and exposure. So, the lab 4, second part 1. Before starting the lab, I tried to ping the system to ensure that there was no network segmentation preventing access, and one ping 192.168.161.129 to confirm basic connectivity. I also want the system firewall rules to prevent external connection. Also, I did a map that can identify the IP address for Kyoctric 2 and using NICTO Web Application Vulnerability Scanner. So you will see different multiple screenshots of the lab during the process of following the process of the lab, and also we'll go over some little detail about what is NICTO. NICTO is an open source scanner that help you find potential security threats in your website and web application. It's fully automated vulnerability scanning and can find issues like service misconfiguration and security file programs and thousands of other security issues. So below you will see the screenshot about NICTO installation, IP address, and so on. And during this lab, it is good to know about XXSS protection header. That is or X content type orientation order, or HTTP security header used to protect web application from common attacks. So XXSS protection header used to enable or disable the browser building cross-site scripting XSS filter. Example, XXS protection 1 or mode equal block, and the X content prevent browser from mice sniffing, ensuring that files are interpreted only as the declared content type. Example, X content type option, not sniff. So that's about the X content. And you will see below the Nikto using IP address, and as we see the screenshot here, and Nikto in continuation also with the IP address, and the top 10 vulnerability identified by OWASP: insufficient transport layer protection, missing secure headers, information leakage, predictable resources allocation, vulnerable resource, vulnerability library, fingerprinting, cross-site scripting, insufficient authorization, susceptibility to brute force. What does OWASP do? The Open Web Application Security Project is an international nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the security of software. And it's provide also free and open resources, including article, methodology, documentation tools, and technologies in the field of web application security. So this is what the OWASP does. And here also below you will see different scanning with Nessus, and all the screenshots they are attached here, and you will be able to navigate and digging in that, and can see different style of scanning and history and different kind of scan. So we can conclude to say that the vulnerability analysis performed using Nikto, OWASP, ZAP, and Nessus demonstrate the importance of using multiple tools to assess a network security posture. By identifying and analyzing at least 10 vulnerabilities, including critical ones such as XSS and CSRF. This project highlighted the importance of vulnerability scanning for proactive network defense. The project also emphasized the role of responsible disclosure practices and ensuring the safety of the public and network system. So this is conclude my video about this project, and I hope that the next one will bring you more information in detail about the future project that we might have. But so far, in regard of this hack, you will be able to find some more detail by reading the entire document, including including every single screenshot that can call your attention about the value of this project. So thank you for watching. Have a good evening.